Evening and welcome back to Starsector. My name is Pooks, and tonight we're going to continue on with our Let's Play journey. Now, last night I was streaming this game, and I didn't realize that OBS for some reason had changed its microphone settings and was no longer recognizing my Yeti as being a microphone. So I was there talking to myself, talking away, and no one could hear me. Yeah. So with the lack of sound, or complete utter lack of sound, rather, in that particular game, I'm just going to go ahead and first I want to know where the music's gone because that should be happening. But all right. Um, but I'm going to just go ahead and skip exporting that to YouTube. So if you're watching later on YouTube, apologies here, but that's the reason why you're not seeing anything. So, quick recap, and then I promise we'll get into the stream. Previously on the Smuggler Lord. All right. I'm going to go to the map to explain this. That's probably the easiest way. First, had another go at Nightmare. Managed to take on some successfully fleets using the strategy of using Luddic Path Brawler hulls. That worked out quite well. Except for my last engagement here, which did not work out quite well, and I was not successful in engaging some fleets. So I was, trying to end the stream on a bang, and the bang was me blowing up. So that's not good. But what I have successfully proved was the whole concept, right? That the Luddic Path Brawlers would work, and that would be a thing that I could use to farm cores. I have since used it to farm cores, and we made a bit of money. Um, I did lose some ships as well. It happened. It actually happened off camera as well. So even if you watch the VOD, there was a bit between before I wanted to go and test it out, and I didn't feel like streaming. So yeah, um, I was transporting some capital ships back to just drop them off essentially and start building a fleet here that I could have at Anchorage until I actually go out and deploy it. And I got ambushed by some Luddic paths, and most of my fleet got destroyed. So I've had some positive things and I've had some setbacks, is what I'm saying. But where we ended up, for the sake of this, is there's been some additional skills I should point out. I now have the industrial planning skill. I now have the support doctrine skill, and I also have the helmsmanship skill, which I've immediately made elite. I'm unsure where to place my other skills. I'm thinking that maybe best of the best or officer training could be useful sort of things here, but I'm still not 100% sure about where I'll put those, or even if I'll just reassign things as well. So that's kind of the state of play in terms of our colony. If we go to system map here, or even better, if we just go to command and go to colonies here, we have a colony now on our Ice Giant. It's only just started up. It's costing us a little bit of money, but that's it there to get us volatiles, basically. And I'll put an administrator on top of that one. Otherwise, I've got two guys under. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. Anyway, sorry. Just I could use another administrator. I think, yeah, I've got one undersigned here as well. So as soon as I can, he will be, or once I have another colony, rather, then I'll assign that to him to another colony. I'm planning at least one more, so that'll cap out my availability. Tortuga took a hit. The station took a hit, but it's been built back up to a battle station. We have a battle station here at Arret at Barbados as well. We built some tech mining there. And the Tundra has a battle station and some light industry now as well. So I think that summarizes everything. I'm doing some customer production at the moment. I've just built three uh, cruiser carriers. Specifically, we've built Herons because they're fast and they've got the maximum that I can build, at least, number of fighter bays that I can put in place. So I'm pretty happy with that. We also have the option. Well, I'm building a Doom just to check it out and to try it out basically because of its mine sort of thing. And I've never used really Fave's ships at all. But still on the hunt for some good capital ships. All I can build is Atlases and Legions at the moment, and I'm not terribly happy with Legions. And I need a couple of capitals, say 2 or 3, to really realistically take on, I think, what's the name? Enemy stations. Right, I need something that will effectively siege enemy stations and put out enough firepower while taking enough hits to really outlast. So that's where I stand. All right, in terms of where I personally stand right at this second, as you can see, my fleet was devastated. We've only got these guys left. I'm over crew capacity. I'm over fuel as well, and that's going to burn down my available cargo, right? And we don't have very exciting cargo. So what I'm thinking is I just head straight back to my Tortuga. Oh, that's new one's called Trinidad as well, because it's going with the Caribbean theme here, right? And that's where we're going to head. Now, that's making us really slow, I think, being either over fuel or over people. Oh, there's the music. I might just turn that down a little bit for me. There we are. So yeah, what's happening here? Times 0.13 carrying over capacity or max number of ships. Alright, so we're gonna have to dump some stuff. And it's gonna have to be some people, which is really harsh, but that's gonna get us back to being able to do a decent speed. Sorry people. You didn't deserve it. You will be say you've been missed, but ultimately you're replaceable. So that's not even a real thing. That's a Luddic Path, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can see the kind of green marks on them, and they're pursuing my fleet. So we don't want to really go anywhere near these guys. Just gonna kind of wing my way around here and get into the gravity well. Now they might still pursue me. So this could be interesting. We're gonna emergency burn over here. Okay, so fleet-wise, we're gonna take some ships. Specifically, I want that to start off with. Here's our fleets here. And we do have a couple of LP brawlers that we just kind of left behind. I actually don't want to take them anyway. I want to really start storing them, but I do want to outfit them as well. So let's go do that now. I only really want to pick them up in case of a fight. So we'll get rid of these, get rid of the integrated targeting unit. PD lasers kind of makes sense. The hyper velocity driver I'm actually going to swap out with long range missiles. That's anti-engine. Yeah, that's it. Cool. Right. In terms of fighters, we'll get rid of the vents as well. So we've got clean sort of build. In terms of fighters here, I want to go with a Lux if I can, because that's Remnant. Pretty sure. Could go with Sparks. The other one has a Perdition Bomber, which drops basically death on top of people. Not Perdition, something else. These guys will drop hammers though, so we'll put one of those on there. And then I think we'll just have to go with either a Spark or a Claw. First PD laser, Iron Cannon. Yeah, I think we'll go with the Sparks here. Alright, cool. Now in terms of fighter bays, we want to go with expanded deck crew. Or rather mods here. And then if I can, I want hardened. I can't do hardened subsystems, so that's fine. Let's look at options. Insulated engines, not really going to do anything. Might need to be like flux resistant. Conduits or something. I'm pretty sure I did something to the shields last time, but might have been stabilized shields. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything major that I want here, or I can't remember what I put on my other carrier, so either way, we could drop an efficiency overhaul, make it cheaper to use these guys. But instead, I think, yeah, so we want that demod to be, let's just come with it when I built it, but that'll disappear as I fly around with it. But capacitors rather than vents seem to be what I want to put on this. Alright, weapon groups wise, these are all linked, and then Salamander MRN, that makes sense. Let's move to our next ones. Alright, so PD lasers, that makes sense. They put a hyper velocity driver. Instead, I want that to be a long range missile. If at all possible. Don't really have anything that fixes it. I really want Annihilator rocket pods. I don't really want a Reaper launcher either. This is quite close range. Alright, maybe the hyper velocity driver is kind of our best option here. Yeah, we'll go with it. We'll get rid of the integrated targeting unit. We're going to get rid of the default fighters as well. Drop our vents down. And straight away we want... The point of these things is their ability to put out fighters, right? So that's what I want to do. Again, we're going to drop them perdition. And I'm out of anything I want in the mid-range there, so I'm just going to drop some sparks instead. So interceptors, and then I've got 11 points left over. So we could do recovery shuttles, but it's not going to really give us all that much because most of the fighters don't take crew. They're automated ones. So I'm looking at anything else that, I mean, anything that would speed it up would be great, but that usually costs a little bit too much, and I don't have that sort of options here. So we've got, what, 11 points. Shield conversion, yeah, not really. Yeah, efficiency overhaul. Not really. If we look at special, we can't do a hardened subsystems. Again, I'm not seeing anything in particular that's great. Put on solar shielding. It's just going to reduce energy damage, basically. And give us a little bit of hull integrity, I suppose. You know what, we're going to go efficiency overhaul, why not? And put the rest into capacitors. Cool. Alright, so we'll go back to our fleet and just drop those guys off again. So I don't really want to carry them around with me, so we've got 3 fairly good cruisers here that'll for my carrier part of my fleet that I want to design here. Now we do have a Sunder here, which I might pick up. And yeah, I'm gonna need I need more ships, basically. So going back to command, I've got 600k left. We'll be spending a little bit on this. And basically, we're going to go to frigates, warships, and brawler LPs. And replace our losses, essentially. We're going to go ahead and build those. The other thing that I want to do is build up a few more destroyers as well, but I need some more funds before I do that. Yeah. I'm almost thinking if I leave these guys behind, right? Get rid of them. We might go do some drug smuggling while I wait for things to be built. So if I leave him as well, I want to keep these two. This is not really a smuggling ship, but I think I might do it. And then taking wise, we'll just grab some frigates to escort us around. Drone tender, yep, that's good. Combat freighter, eh. Cerberus. That'll work. That's all I want. I mean, actually, no, that's a lie. I want more, but that's all I really want to take with me, I think. This would be good if it was actually a super freighter, but it's not. I don't know why I'm going to keep it. I'm thinking I'll just use it as sacrificial kind of bait, maybe, when I go after a station. It's a capital ship, but it's not really a great capital ship. Kind of like the capital ship that you don't really want to have around, but you're forced to endure anyway. Alright, so we're dropping these guys off. Grab some supplies. Yeah, confirm that. We'll top off on fuel. Probably don't need to be running around with heavy machinery, so I'm going to leave it all here. But what I can... Oh, yeah. Proof that I have an alpha core now as well, right? I haven't just been lying out my ass about these things. It's there. It's real. Hurrah. Looking at where I can sell these things. Kind of interested to know if there's... I can actually sell my... Look at global market info, right? In terms of producers, yeah, EcoBrez is still highest, but Port Royal is actually getting up there. We're producing a fair number of drugs there. I'm quite happy about that, I have to admit. And the hegemony are the highest consumers of drugs still. It's kind of interesting, right? Am I like the highest producer of anything yet? I don't think I am, which is why people are not especially pissed with me, but I'm starting to get up there. Like I'm reasonably up there with in terms of market share with hulls as well now. Reasonably up there with heavy weapons because I export a lot. I don't consume a whole heap. Anyway, all right. So, speaking of resources, if I've got an open market here, can I grab anything that's worthwhile and transporting down? Right, I can just sell off this metal for a start. Don't get a really great price anywhere. I don't think I mean, food is the biggest thing that this place creates, and it's not really all that profitable to transit. Yeah, alright. So we're going to go do just some drug smuggling while I build fleet. The proceeds of drugs smuggling is the broad outlay for tonight. I feel like most of this playthrough so far has been drug smuggling. Elko Brez, there we are, that's where I want to go. We'll repair our ships and leave. And I'm kind of curious to know. It doesn't look like they followed me. Right, so I'm not seeing the pathers jump in. But there is a hostile presence at the other end of that gate. So that's not great. I might just go for the outer system jump point. We'll hopefully be far enough away from them that we're not going to encounter problems. Stupid pathers. There's a mercenary patrol there. They're usually anti-pather. Keep an eye out about what's around, basically. I thought I set a path for that. That's alright. We'll just do it now. And head on down. Hyperspace storm. Just gonna go slow through it. Should have gone slightly to the right there. Would have been a lot faster. That's okay. We will live. Just managed to get through the storm there pretty well. Now, in terms of where to go here, that's where we want to go. Cool. Oh yeah, I have a stable point in my system now as well, which is helping with the stability of the system by putting in a comms unit there. Cool. All right, so let's look at drugs and where we can go sell those. The highest price is Captain Starworks, which is paying a fair bit, really, in the Isra system. There's a fair bit of need for it, so we'll grab all the black market stuff first. That'll raise our suspicion. We'll grab all the legal stuff as well. That did take some capital, so we've got 1,000. So the second best place is in Umbra in Asconia, so we can do that on the way back. Now I just want to see if Isra needs anything else. It's always best to go out with a full cargo hold. I'll top off on a little bit of fuel here. Asconia definitely wants supplies, so if nothing else, I could run a whole heap of those. Starworks, I feel like they'd need heavy metals or that sort of stuff. Maybe organs. Do you want some organs? Can I offer you in a kidney? A liver, perhaps? Half a liver? You get 50% off. Alright, that's a no-go. No livers for anyone. So I think supplies are going to actually return the highest return here. So the Isra system, let's just go find that. I don't usually go there. There we are. And off we go. We will leave. And yeah, that's not too far away. Now we have monthly expenses of 110,000 because I've just produced a whole heap of stuff. I kind of want to know what they are. What are they? They're pirate smuggler. engaged in battle. Yeah, we're not going to help anyone here. We are kind of pirates ourselves. Pirate colony, you could say. So helping the authorities, even if the authorities are Tritachyon, to do anything there just doesn't make sense to me. Just keeping an eye on here on what's actually happening. What missions are about. Alright, we're going to need to jump in. Turning on our transponder because it is owned by the Persian League, I believe. That was... delivering supplies and ship hulls to the Lost Astropolis. Interesting. I thought that was like an abandoned thing, but okay, sure. I suppose it is a Starworks, so we'll go here and we'll just go to the black market because who wants to actually trade properly? We 300,000 bucks, yeah. Now we can get a pretty good price here for these things. What do they want? Is there any... I was kind of expecting there to be high demand for stuff, but Lucas SRM, kind of interesting. Really good at wiping out enemy fighters. I would have thought this Starworks here, what do they want? They want ore for their orbital works. Refining. Yeah, so the refining is apparently keeping up, kind of. But everything else is not. Alright, sure. So we could sell this for a reasonable amount, but it's not high enough. Instead, we are going to go to Asconia. And just hope that it... because we can drop the rest of our drugs off at Asconia as well. Although Don in the Hydrasil system actually has the highest price for those now. Does it want anything else? Can we offer them supplies? Like, that's just where we came from, man. Kind of, anyway. It's just all the way out this way. So I'm going to head there, I think, and make the most out of our drug supply while we can. Might even make a run back and forth there. Alright, cool. We're going to transverse jump because I can't be bothered going through asteroid belts. It cost me a little bit of supplies, but yeah, so be it. Turn off my transponder because I don't need anyone being able to see me from ages away. Just kind of get out of that storm. Yeah. Just knowing my luck it was going to light up and fry me. Now, that's the... I think that's the gravity well we want. It's up there. Yep. So I'm going to turn on my transponder just in case there is a blockade or something. And there it is. It's a lot shorter than taking the long way. Yeah, so they definitely have a deficit for this. Actually, we're not going to do this on the regular market. We're going to sell properly on the black market here. And then we're going to go find some more because the cheapest supply should still be in the system. You would think, but maybe it's not. Cheapest supply is now at Syndria for some reason. Maybe not by the time we go down there. We'll leave. We'll turning with... See, that's an interesting sort of thing. I could take this guy down and, like, take his drugs. I won't. It will be honor amongst pirates and thieves tonight. Now, while I'm in this system, I am going to bounce over to the other place. Yeah, there's just less of these. 173. There's still a fairly big deficit though, so we can still make a fair bit of money here just going in the local system, right? They need 900, which is more than really is on supply. So we'll grab it all. We'll just see what else we might want to pick up, because once I drop these off, I think it's going to be better for me to go elsewhere. From memory, they don't really sell. They've got a whole... What does this actually produce, right? It's got light industry, so luxury goods and drugs. And farming. And it's got poor farmland, so that's why it's not doing so much. The orbital solar array offsets that. Okay. Well, I think... Back to trade here. This is our best bet, right? This 82, and there's a deficit in Persian League. Double our money. Or this, and there's a deficit. Oh, there's a deficit at Don. Look at that. They need like consumer goods for the pirates. I only had sold off most of my things. Go, never mind. But I'm going to fill up as much as possible on consumer goods because we're heading that way anyway. Maybe I'll do Nolda runs. Hang on, what is it? It's like 2,085 cent credits a unit, and we can get them here for 43 plus taxes. So it's marginal at best. It's a volume trade there. Already know that. Already know these things. I'm pretty sure I would have sold them to them, so nothing really great there. We'll go to the fleet, just check out to see if they're selling anything particularly useful. Light cruiser, I can build my own. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything amazing here. But that's fine. I didn't really expect it in this particular station. It's usually Conan that will have the better ships. So we'll wander up there and see if they do have the better ships or not. They also build different things here, which might be sort of useful to pick up. Alright, some pretty horrible freighters. Try attacking our military, of course. See, astral carriers, that's what I'd love. I want to know how to make these. They're selling a couple of dooms, that's alright, I can make them. And the black market doesn't really have anything particularly good. So, yeah, I mean, I could pick up some freighters, take advantage of some deals, maybe. They're not the best freighters, but they'll give me cargo capacity. What do they actually make here? So these guys are in the business of orbital works, so they are making weapons, they're making heavy machinery, hulls, supplies. There's a military base here that actually consumes a whole heap of that. And that's pretty much all they do. They're all about that orbital works, so... Usually the more illicit the trade, the better, so that's why I'm looking at heavy armaments and thinking that's my best bet to make a buck. 129, the best place I can sell it is 126, so that doesn't really make sense. Yeah, there's nothing here that's making sense. What about the drugs, right? We can buy them for 163. And yeah, we can make a little bit of dollars here, I think. Right, because we've still got, they still need 900. so I think, yeah, and then 1. There we are. So, oh, another 41. Right, cool. 40 and 1. There we are. We've got the exact order. We're going to be over capacity, though. Bought. Silly. Forgot about that. Unless we had a buffalo. Probably not worth buying the ship, though. So, I mean, I get a ship out of it, but then I have to maintain said ship and do stuff with it. Keep it gamefully occupied. It's just not worth it in my books. All right, here we go. Let's trade some more. We'll say, hey, look at this wonderful deficit that we're helping you out with, man. And we're making some pretty good money straight away. Like, that is awesome, really, dollars for just to hop across the system. Yeah, I'm thinking that we meet that deficit. And they've got a food deficit as well. They've got a deficit of pretty much everything. They have a surplus of anything? What do you make here? You mine. So transplutonics, and you don't really have a surplus of it. There's nothing in the system that really wants this. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we could go back to Conan and give them some transplutonic ore. And make, I think, a buck. Take 30%, but we're not paying taxes at this end. It's better than an empty hold on the return trip. So I'm going to do that. So back to Conan we go. Alright, we've had more things arrive at Tortuga as well. I'm going to sell these on the open market. Yeah, we basically broke even. We'll get some reputation gains. That's fine. I want someone in my corner, and it seems to be that Tritachian is going to be the people. Mainly because I keep on selling them cores. But yeah, that's a thing. Alright, so no one really has a surplus of this. Everyone's got a deficit of those. Just the can't keep up with demand. But what I was looking at before, I think, what was it? It was what was the deficit that they had? I picked it up and thought I was clever, and oh, that was drugs. Yeah, that's right. It was drugs. Kazron really wants some metals, but again, need a lot of them. There's a local deficit of supplies here. Okay, we can sell off a little bit of that. That's the one thing that I always kind of ignore is fuel. I think we're gonna go back to Hydrasil. See what's available here. So 300 drugs. There's still a good demand for it pretty much everywhere I might go. But the main exports are like luxury goods and domestic goods. So let's see if we can make some buck on this. I'm kind of curious to know if that's possible. So I don't think we can really legally, because I'm going to buy this at 44 cents a unit, right? Which is kind of prohibitive. What about this? If we take it 500 luxury goods to Persian League outposts, then sure, we could probably make a buck there. So that was, yeah, we'll confirm that was Kumari Kandam. All right. Do they need anything else? In that system that's obvious. Usually this is a deficit for one. There'll be a deficit for others. Yeah, okay. They need domestic goods as well. And there's a deficit of 2,000. So can we pick up 2,000? I don't think we can. Right. All right. We'll try a legitimate trade for once and just see how this works out in terms of dollar figure. So our figure here is 590. I can't remember what it was before I actually bought that. And Kumari Kandam is down here. And it's this place here. All right. Really tiny, and there's like path in the system. Anyway, we'll leave because there's just not enough drugs here to really keep up with my need. Oh, we're repairing things though. That's nice. Moderate jump to hyperspace, and the good news is I'm probably not going to need my transponder on for this entire trade, so I could probably do it all on the black market, unless I want. I do want reputation though from the Persian League, so that would kind of balance off them sending expeditions my way. Yeah, we'll turn it on. Just kind of run the gauntlet with the lots in the system. Okay. Oh, really? There's no longer a local deficit? Someone got here before me. Well, that just bites the biscuit. You need anything else? No. No, you don't. Population is all happy. Well, damn it. Might as well at least get a reputation hit from it. So, pretty sure we lost money on that trade. I don't think there's really going to be anything that these guys produce that's sufficiently interesting to me. What do they do? It's trace organics and volatiles, so transplantonics. So this price of this is usually very, like, extremely stable. I don't know why, but it always is. Like 96 cents is, you've really got to see a surplus happen for anything to be anywhere. All right, let's just see what ships they've got. They've got a Tarsus. Yeah, that's probably the biggest ship you've got, and a Hammerhead. All right, that hasn't worked out well for us. Go back to the market, and yeah, these guys just really want domestic goods still. They'll pay triple. Yeah, in the same, the Luddic Path are have a surplus of domestic goods. That I did not expect. Definitely the Path, not the church. Yeah, it is the Path. Well, we can go get a whole heap of domestic goods from there and go sell them to some pirates. That makes sense, right? It's down there. So let's go. I'm probably going to need to turn off my transponder too. They're interdicting me. Alright, what have we got? They're kind of bad ships that they're piloting, but I don't have amazing ships either. What have we got? A couple of shuttles, a Lasher, and a Wayfarer. Then I've got an attack frigate, fire support, frontier drone, heavy assault. I think I can take this actually. We're going to move in to engage. And I'm going to transfer my command as well. put myself in the Sunder, but I'm not sure if I've outfitted that Sunder correctly. That's my only kind of concern here. Okay, we'll continue. And we'll just go all combat capable, and let's go. Alright, what have I got? Phase lance and a higher intensity laser as well. Harpoon. Alright, I'm flying a finisher. That's fine. I want you guys to go for him. You guys go for him. And then we'll just see what else happens. Ow. My engine. Bastard. There's their Sunder. Got something nasty. Go after this guy. That's my flux. Yep, high. Bent off. I want this one to be harassed by someone. These guys can go after the Lasher. And then these guys I want targeting that other kite. Oh, we blew up the Sunder. Okay, that'll be a ship that I can claim because it looks fairly good shape. Excellent. That one blew apart. And yeah, it's just a matter of taking down this guy now. Enemy fleet's defeated. We'll claim victory. Oh, cancel. It's not just victory. We must give them death. Yeah, I definitely have not customized this Sunder, otherwise it would have given it like extra speed or something. You guys, kill them. Yeah, you gone. Alright, that should mean that we can claim victory, we can consider ship recovery, and we will take that Sunder, thank you very much. They're a rather valuable ship. I'm also thinking the Lasher might be sort of interesting. I don't want the kites, that's fine. I'll go ahead and recover those, pick through the wreckage, and take everything there. Cool. Go back to sustained burn. And yeah, suck it, bloody path. Can see me. Alright. Yeah, I've take 3 weeks until the commotions died down. Eh. I've made business difficult for myself. Fine. How do I get out of this waste of a system? This hole, this wreck. Let's go back up towards that. I think they're trying to intercept me again, but they will have a hard time of it. And we'll head up to Hydrasil. Actually, we might go to crew, cargo. What was I thinking? I can't remember. Way I can just determine what's happening with trade. Also, what's happening? Yeah, I'm still building the Doom. Really? That should be done must have prioritized the Thrashers or something. Or the LP Brawlers. Yeah, we'll go to Hydrosteel Seal. We picked up a ship. That was a worthwhile ship as well. I mean, it's got a lot of demods on it, but that's fine because you can see that I'm repairing things like compromised hulls, etc. on the ships that I'm picking up. So it's a worthwhile trade to not have picked up the surplus there. I feel just on the basis that we got something better. We got something good out of it still. If I go to a refit here, and yeah, the whole thing has got structural damage, unreliable systems, generally bad things. It's also got the wrong sort of setup here. Man. Put it on unstable injector as well. Gotta check. Yeah, I've got the wrong things here as well. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. The high scatter might be actually worthwhile, but I want to give it. Yeah, hang on. This needs some tinkering. Special hard-on subsystems, and I want to go with safety overrides as well. And then I'm going to get rid of the harpoons, just keep our energy weapons and the point defense. And might go back to giving it a little bit more. What was these? Phase lance, so medium energy beams. Yeah, that's fine. So if I then go to weapons, and I think it was high scatter amplifiers, because that will increase my beam weaponry a little bit, and then I'm going to need some capacity for that. Damage dealer. In fact, I'm thinking the rear autocannon also doesn't make sense, and we'll just up it a little bit more. This guy we will auto fit and say make you an assault black market purchase. I don't have the right things to fit on it. I need something like a large energy, and it's just not available here. So it's not going to be great no matter what I put on, but I should be able to go and give it some harpoons at least. And then give it some point defense. And then I also want to give it special hardened subsystems so that the safety overrides don't play havoc with it. A heap of vents, but it's mainly because we can't put anything good on this. It's kind of, I want to say useless, but it is. Put this as close support and be okay-ish. This needs time really needs time back at my base to get anywhere good. These guys just aren't selling me the good stuff here. But fortunately we've got more drugs and we can sell them in system very nicely. 871 is exactly the amount of deficit that we've got here. Sell off these. Could use some more crew, so I'll pick them up, grab some more fuel. And I'm pretty sure it's domestic goods that these guys want. Yeah, so 126 a unit. Do they need anything else? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we'll fill up on domestic drops there as well. And head on up and just offload all of these lovely goodies there. So what I might do as well on the way, hopefully it is on the way. It's Conan at the moment in its orbit. Yeah, it's on the way. Cool. Drop by Conan on the way there and just see if we can outfit that Sunder a little bit better. And just make sure it's full of goodies to surprise our enemies. Alright, so back to the refit. This Sunder, can we put something big on it? Not really. We get a mining blaster, which is a medium. I could put a heavy. It's a PD. It's point defense. Kind of. Ugh. I think the best thing I can do here is give it a triple mining blaster. Drop its vents. And make it really kind of tough in terms of capacity. And then some venting. And then, oh, wait. Mining blaster. That's the best I can do with this thing at the moment, I think. Yep, that's about the right layout. We'll give it our best pilot. And that's what I was thinking before I was engaging before as well, that I haven't assigned any of my guys to anything, so which was a little bit silly of me. So I'm just going to rectify that now. Yeah, you can have someone too. Cool. Alright, we'll leave and we'll just head up to that planet. Drop off the goods. Then we'll be coming up towards the end of the stream time as well. I'm tempted to do some bounty hunting as maybe a way to get some ships as well. Some decent ships. That's given me $500,000, but yeah, we've probably made $500,000, a little bit more in this stream tonight, on the basis that I've been spending a whole heap of it as well. So if we go back to my command, I've still got that Doom on order, right? I'm gonna let that finish before I queue up anything else, and then I think I'm going to look at filling up some additional items. I just don't know what, in terms of what ships I want, because I'm going to need some destroyers to support my cruisers, and I'm going to want some frigates to just generally cause some mayhem. Thinking wolves, they're great harassers. They're really nice harassers, and they can kind of phase out of danger or jump out of danger. What's the most expensive frigate? I mean, if we just go by expense, I should be going for Scarab classes. So wolf hegemony type. What's the big difference here? Not seeing a different outfit and armaments. Burn something. Surely there must be a reason why there's a. Anyway, I'm thinking I should build up my harassing ships. Well, no, actually, I should build my destroyers first, then build some harassing ships. Maybe a few more cruisers. So I've got ships of the line. I'm thinking either champions or eagles there. This will give me some missile as capacity, and I'm thinking anti-fighter missiles on that, as well as a large energy and a couple of hybrid slots and small energy, so basically energy boats with a missile attached. So Locust SRMs would be the ideal there on those cruisers, I think. And there'd be hard-hitting sort of heavy cruisers that way. Support my fast carriers. But then, yeah, we still need like a slight upgrade in terms of speed, but it's building. It's filling a too bad of a role. It's like a mixed hybrid role, and I don't like it. Anyway, what are we? All sizes, all types, each enemy. Okay, so there's specific types. Only they make. Anyway, that's it for tonight, though. I have run out of time. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I'm sorry that for those on YouTube that you didn't actually see the full thing. I'm kind of annoyed that I was spent several hours just talking to myself with no one to hear me, and some people saying hi in chat and me not being able to say hi back, or me saying hi back and thinking, why are they not responding? Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I will see you next stream. Bye now.